Hey everybody, today we're going to talk about 404 errors or page not found errors, which are what happens when you get a non-existent URL on your blog. So an example I always use is if you typed in your blog URL like, yourblogName.com backslash and then typed in not a real page or pretty much anything that's not a real URL, what you would pull up is a 404 page. It would say oops or sorry, page not found or something like that. Um, and the reason these are important aren't so much for SEO. Google can figure out that it's a mistake or that your page isn't there. It's not a big deal for SEO. It is a big deal for user experience. No one wants to come to a blog and hit a bunch of dead ends or come from Pinterest and find a non-existent page. You've removed the post or there's a typo in the URL or something. The problem with them is that sometimes they're hard to find. Like you don't know if you made a typo because you wouldn't have done it, right? So luckily Google takes care of that for us by showing us a list of all the 404s on your site. So what you're going to do is go to Webmaster Tools. If you haven't set up Webmaster Tools yet, you're going to want to do that yesterday because you can also submit your sitemap here. You can get a list of your hot keywords, what your search engine ranking is. Um, it's got all sorts of useful stuff, and 404s is one of them. So once you're in the Search Console, um, you're going to go to the crawl menu and you're going to go to crawl errors. And that's going to bring up this graph. Now, oops. Now, desktop errors or server errors are on Google's side. You can't really do anything about those, and they always go away anyway, so don't worry about them. What you're looking at is not found 404 errors, and this is a list of mine. So you can see back in January, I accidentally removed all my redirects, and my 404 errors shot way up by almost 100. So it's proof that they're important, and I haven't gotten around to fixing them, obviously. So what you're going to do is you're going to scroll down here and it's going to give you a list of the most commonly clicked on errors on your site and what the URL is that's messed up. Now, often they're going to be weird things. I've been cleaning mine up and getting rid of a lot of the weird ones, but I have one here I left. And you can see this is just a random, it's not even a URL, it's like spam. I don't even know what it is. And it's linked from random site, I don't know. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this URL and I'm just going to redirect it to my homepage because I don't really know what else to do with it. And pretty much any weird, if you don't know what the link is supposed to be, just direct it to your homepage. I mean, it's just as good as any. So what you're going to do is you're going to copy that link, copy, and then we are going to go back to my blog. And here we are in Blogger, and I am going to go down to Settings, Custom Redirects, and I'm going to edit it, and I'm going to say New Redirect. And at the bottom, it's going to add one on, and I'm going to paste in that URL. Now, you only want to paste from not your URL, not your .com. So you're going to end with your .com, and you're going to start with a slash. And then you're going to want to go to your home page, which will be just a slash. And you're going to save it. So everything has to start with a slash. You have to have something. Slash is homepage, and this is, so what this is doing is it's redirecting from this, whatever this is, to my homepage, and it's permanent. It doesn't really mean permanent. You can come in and delete it anytime. It just means you don't want it to ever stop working until you tell it to, and you're going to save. So that is how you to your homepage. Let's go back and do one that's not to your homepage. Oh, wait. Look, see, we can check it now. We click on this to check it, and look, instead of going to the weird page not found, it goes to here. Perfect. And so you say mark is fixed, and it is okay. So now what I'm going to do is fix one that's a real URL. And in this case, I know I have a post called Your Garage Door Should Be Beautiful. So I'm going to figure out what's wrong with this post. So this has been throwing an error since 2014, which is not good. And it's linked from these three places. So there must be a spelling mistake or something in this URL. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to May of 2012 and see if I can find the actual right post. This one's giving me an error, as you can see. So for me, in May of 2012, May, your garage door should be beautiful too. So there it is. So the URL is your garage door should be beautiful too. And search error console doesn't have the word to in it. So what I'm going to do is, oops, I'm going to, again, I'm going to copy this URL. I am going to go to my search preferences. I'm going to say I want a new redirect with, this is the URL without the to on it. Just, and then I'm going to put the right URL in where it should go. Oops. And it should go here. We're going to, oops, delete everything until the backslash. Make it permanent. We're going to save it. We're going to say yes. Now, when I hit this, I should go to the correct post. It has the 2 on it, and there it is. Yes, what a beautiful garage door. Now, I can say it is fixed, and it's good to go. So all of these are going to be either legitimate posts that are just messed up with typos, or they're going to be, like this was a page I had made standalone to be an index page, and I deleted it. So I should redirect that to either the search term soups and breads, or or whatever the right page is now. This one I can already tell that the problem with this is capitalized. It shouldn't be. This should, I don't know if this is spelled right. I mean, there's a lot here, and some of them aren't even going to be from your own blog. Like they could be linked. This one is linked from my own blog, but some of them will be linked from other people's blogs. If you're featured in a linky party and they had a spelling mistake, fixing it here will fix the incoming link from anywhere. Let's say you had a feature in Better Homes and Gardens and they forgot a letter. You can set up a redirect and recover those missing page views. So that is how this works. It's pretty easy. And as you fix them, this should drop back down. And technically, you could get it down to back to 0 if you had a ton of time. This is a good kind of skill if you have like an intern or a VA or someone who does work for you that's kind of mind-numbingly boring but cumbersome. Fixing these kind of errors would be the perfect thing. So I think that's it. Oh, I have one more tip. When you set up your redirects, like the 2 I just set up now, let me close this out. What you might want to do is add them to a spreadsheet. So right here, I keep an Excel spreadsheet of all my redirects and then why they are bad, or why I need them. Webmaster Tools is be the reason for this one. It was what? Your garage door should be beautiful too. Is the right one. And the reason you're going to want to do this is if you ever move your blog, migrate to WordPress, change URLs, or if Blogger ever gets fussy and erases your redirects, which has happened to me more than once, you're going to want to have a list because then you can just go down the line and paste them all in. So anyway, if you have any questions, go ahead and drop them in the comments. I'll answer anything you need to know. Thanks. Bye.